Guys, get ready to grab some popcorn because Mr. Peel has returned. This is it. Thankfully there is. Also, we did pump a little bit. Greetings everyone. I hope you are all enjoying some delicious eggs or peas that cost around $2.18. Today I am a little bit in the grave. So let's continue with that, shall we? Take it in that direction. Furthermore, it is important to note that Hidden Road has also confirmed the existence of 589. To put it simply, how could you possibly produce this? Our way of life is unquestionably one of integration. This was followed by a large number of further connections. My guess is that today's video is going to be a lot of fun to watch. But it's possible that we will have to wait. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, gentlemen, we've arrived at the most exciting aspect of XRP and the XRP community. At this point, this is fairly fascinating. How about this? Tomorrow marks the beginning of a completely new month. In addition, what month is that? What do you think, gentlemen? Isn't it the month of June that came around? The month of June is now connected to the month of April. According to popular belief, the birthstones for the month of June are these three objects, and one of them is a pearl. It's very fascinating, isn't it? The one that we do see it lands on this path that is yellow. At this very moment, the month of June is bringing us excellent fortune in this location. Well, Mr. Peel is of the opinion that this could be a bit insane for Mr. Peel. On June 11th of the previous year, this was a message from the boys. Okay, the 11th of June, he posted a 10 on his Twitter account. You do understand what it implies, don't you? I have been observing a number of tweets from various influential members of the XRP community, many of which discuss how the $10 threshold will be met in a pretty short amount of time. To be honest, that is rather fascinating. It would be best if we kept this in our arsenal. What, $10? You may say that it would make sense. That is, if we do end up having that moment of explosiveness. You are correct, however. In today's video we are not going to spend as much time discussing charts, simply because it is made up of red letters. How come, after what seemed like an eternity, Mr. Peel has finally returned? And while this has made me very happy, I can't help but wonder what he just tweeted out. As a result, he arrived yesterday and stated that we are waiting with expectation. So, hold on just a moment. I have been thinking about this. Is it okay? I said to myself, okay, so we're going to wait. The price of XRP is undoubtedly the topic that everyone is wondering about right now, which is something that makes perfect sense, right? Due to the fact that everyone is waiting for what? With regard to a moon. Alright. But could Mr. Peel be talking about, we have to wait, right? Could Mr. Peel be talking about that? Doesn't it seem like we're either waiting for the moon or for a price explosion, in order to escape from this range? Does he mean it? And is that what he is referring to? Is it possible that it is anything else? Do you agree? That is the question that plagues me. No, I am not sure. In order to wait, one must have a huge amount of confidence that whatever occurs, there is nothing to worry about. Your ship will arrive one day to take you back to your origins, to the place where you experienced life, love and laughter. If your waiting is complete, then your ship will arrive. And at this moment, everyone is simply waiting. All right. That being said, folks, we have been waiting for a very long time. Do you agree? Will there ever be a time when it happens? I'm not sure if they are referring to the price pump that XRP is experiencing or other related topics. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Mostly due to the fact that they never tweeted this out, which is something that I find to be somewhat peculiar. It's doubtful that I've ever seen them tweet something like this. What do you mean, wait? There was a time when XRP was doing what it is doing now, which is why I do not believe that this is about pricing. The red warnings, unless you guys recall whether they tweeted out a wait list, unless you guys remember. Do you agree? To be honest, no. Wait, please wait. I am able to recall. There was a period when Mr. Peel tweeted out, but don't worry about it. Hold your breath, it is a memory. Alright. I was going to say that I'm very sure they never tweeted it a couple of years ago, but I just know that they did. I recall that they did tweet it. However, things are a little bit different this time around. Do you agree? As if to say, we wait, first things first, it is the same thing. By we, do you mean a collection of individuals? It does not appear to be, because it is not. They consist of a single individual. However, I must admit that I am not entirely sure at this moment whether or not they are referring to the cost of the item. Right now there are some individuals who are unhappy, which is quite natural. Do you mean to ask how long you have been waiting for this? From my own perspective, since the end of 2017, at this point, it is quite a considerable amount of time, isn't it? I suppose that we are going to be waiting for an eternity before anything really takes place. Was reminiscent of BG 123 to me. Prior to the movement of anything else, nothing will take place. All right. However, Cryptomaniac asserts that this is the case. It's possible that we ought to place all of this responsibility on Trump, in the event that Mr. Paul is referring to the concept of pricing, which I do not believe to be the case. Right? I don't see why he would be talking about an additional piece of price for waiting, when it was almost as if he was saying to wait when XRP had been dead for years. To be honest, that is the aspect of the post that strikes me as a little bit strange. However, Trump has stated that he is threatening the European Union with a duty of 50% beginning on June 1st. As a result, Trump is releasing all of his tariff self-guides, which will once again stretch out the pump. I am going to delay the pump, if you will. Okay. All right. It's going to. Do you agree that this kind of news causes the pump to be delayed? To put it simply, the markets do not approve of it. Therefore, should we hold Trump responsible for this, in regard to us waiting? In the event that we are discussing a pump that is on the horizon, I am not sure, but it is a tremendous pleasure for me to increase the tariffs on steel and aluminum from 25% to 50% beginning on Wednesday, June 4th. That is a significant increase. According to Donald Trump, this is yet another significant victory for the United States of America. So there you have it. Do you agree? It's possible that the wait will be worth it. All right, gentlemen, that's the deal. It's possible that the wait will be worthwhile. To reiterate, I am aware that a great number of individuals are anticipating a wide variety of things. Some individuals claim, I am aware that there are other people who are also waiting for the return of Jesus. Do you agree? That being said, I have no idea what they are talking about. However, before any of that events took place, Mr. Peel initially dispatched a tweet. Consequently, in order to ensure that the parts of the puzzle are able to be assembled correctly, here is perhaps a little bit extra context. They were oblivious to the echo that would freeze motion, mute networks, and slow the pulse of 1,000 roads, where even the most recent crises would be nothing more than a ripple in a forgotten pond. They watched the curtain flicker. So let's make an effort to decipher this. So who exactly are they? Could it be that we are the first ones? That is why we observe the passage of the curtain. Do you agree? To put it another way, think of it as an assimilation. Perhaps we found a way to go over it, right? Additionally, the switch was turned on and off at the same time. I take it that we observed the curtain flicker. Right, people, nonetheless oblivious to the reverberation that will put a stop to motion.